Hey, yo, howdy, how's it going, everybody? This is SaharaDrac, sclegacy.com, and I'm casting a game today between Deth playing red Terrans and RootCatZ playing the Zerg, blue Zerg, on Zelnaga Caverns. And the reason I chose this replay today is because it's going to be a game of a player using RootCatZ Terran style. RootCatZ, of course, a very famous StarCraft 1 player, played Terran in StarCraft 1 as well. And he's known for this really hyper-aggressive Terran style, and also for meeting young, impressionable American boys, promising them the world, and basically never calling them back. I'm not bitter or anything. I'm just pointing out the facts. So a good question about this game would be, so if you're going to show the RootCatZ style, why not just show a RootCatZ game? Because the reason was because not only was this game pretty exciting, but also because I wanted to show that ladder players could, you know, how it applied in a regular everyday ladder game. Because I do believe this is a ladder game. But RootCatZ here, coming with 4 drones, and just droning hard back in his base, coming with 4 drones, going to try and pick off this SCV real quick. And Deth is bringing out his own SCVs now. He got one surrounded already. I don't know if you guys watched the GSL Season 2, but all it did was prove that drones were the most imbalanced thing in the universe and need to be nerfed. I'm not even kidding. I don't care. I know I usually whine about balance in these videos, but holy crap, did you see what drones can do? It's amazing. They just kill everything. Like, they're just like, they have more hit points than Thors. They do more damage than battle cruisers. They're just amazing. And as we're seeing here, Deth here has already lost 2 SCVs, and despite his best efforts, has not lost a single drone. Has RootCatZ. Like, I mean, none of his drones are even hurt. Like, and I know he attacked him for a little while. So there's 2 more drones getting surrounded. These drones will attack the Marine because drones are better than a Marine. As you can see right there. Drones just do too much damage, never die, and you get 6,000 of them. And I didn't expect this when I loaded this game up, but I'm just getting angry. Because I hate drones so much. This is such bull. Like, look at this. I don't care. You could say, oh, Terran just needs better micro pull. No way. Like, all Zerg did there was, like, basically A-move different parts of the mineral line. He didn't even micro anything. And he just killed. Wow, he's up 16 drones to 10 SCVs. And then, of course, the gas steal, a little cherry on top there. So then, immediately going to Roach Warren. Pretty makes sense. That's a good move, I would say. He could have also just ran into the Lings and probably won the game, no problem. But he opted for the Roach Warren instead. And yeah, just watch this video again. Just watch this video again and just watch the end. Just watch the last, like, the whole entire last 2-3 matches of the GSL Season 2. And then talk to me about drones. Anyways, I'll stop. Expanding while getting his Roach Warren up. And I thought he said in the description he was using a RootCatZ style. I mean, I guess he probably still is. Yeah, I mean, Marine Heli. But, you know, definitely got slowed down a lot there. Did our Terran friend Deth. And, you know, I don't watch the games before I cast them, just because I say that all the time, but I just want to reiterate. Do not watch these games before I cast them. I like being surprised. I feel it adds an air of genuinosity to my videos. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Plus, I have more fun casting them. I don't know if that's like the music of the game I'm hearing, but there's like this horrible buzzing in my ears. Okay, it went away. It was the music. I think it was like the Zerg music. But yeah, expansion's up for RootCatZ. Just taking a look over here. He's actually he stopped drone production pretty heavily so he could make these roaches. So Terran has managed to catch up in workers, but now it looks like RootCatZ is going to be doing a pretty scary push. Luckily, this bunker is up, so that's going to help a lot. If he had been able to come up this ramp while the bunker was still building, or with no bunker at all, he probably would have pushed right in there and just dominated. But luckily for Deth, well, I guess it isn't lucky if he did it on purpose. Fortunately for Deth, he was able to get the bunker up in time. Banshee's out now. That's going to help a lot against roaches, because roaches definitely cannot hawk loogies that high. But they're going to try. See them right now? They tried to come on, but they just couldn't do it. So they're going to over here and you know, shoot at the front. But there's the SCVs are there with the auto repair. I guess he's manually repairing. I would auto repair because I'm a noob. And then these banshees are going to just chase down these roaches. So RootCatZ's decision to not just run in with lings was probably a bit of a mistake on his part, because these roaches aren't going to be too terribly effective now. He does have another banshee out, and hopefully he's going to be making the command center. Yep, there it is. And yeah, just throwing down into the racks and then just doing his banshee marine thing. So I don't know. I thought the Brad OK style, quote unquote, was a little different from this, but still this game's pretty interesting so far, so I'm glad to cast it. Maybe I'll cast a real Brad OK game just to get the real deal. Banshee did go down, ouch. You don't want to lose banshees like that unless you absolutely have to. He did manage to kill one queen though, and that looks like he's going to take down a second, so there's no second queen to transfuse that one. So yeah, actually pretty much a win for Terran here, especially now that he's going to have free reign over the drones. 4 kills already on the banshee. Here comes another queen. Looks like, yeah, he's just making queens like crazy. He does not want any more of this banshee monkey business to be going on. And yeah, here's the command center laying down here, just in time to turn into an orbital command. Would like to see an SCV transfer. Those tend to be helpful when looking to mine new territories. I believe Lewis and Clark invented that move, the old drone transfer, when they discovered Wyoming. I don't know what I'm talking about. It didn't even make sense, and I don't even care, because I am just that darn rude. So more racks is going down. Looks like he's getting a reactor on this one, almost finished. And yeah, he's just going to be going pretty heavy marine with a little banshee tank support. Pretty cool, I'd say. Works pretty well, I would imagine. But mutas are hatching for RootCatZ, the Zerg, and he is getting Zergling speed as well. So we're going to see what those mutalists can do. He does have a good amount of marines, but not I mean, well, once the reactor gets pumping, it's going to start becoming a much more scary amount of marines. And he does have an engineering bay up, so looks like his defenses are pretty solid. From what I can tell, this player Deth is definitely more of a turtle and harass style Terran, which very traditional Terran, and that's good. I mean, that's they're very good at that. The mutalists did come and clean up that banshee. Fortunately, that third banshee was not too cost effective, but here goes 4 turrets already going down. 2 at each. I like to put 3 at each because I'm wasteful, and I, like to be extra careful. I'm going to try and fly in right in the front. He had to know there'd be marines there, so that was a bit of a mistake. Typically people fly around here and try and come in behind, but now these mutalists are just going to go back home. I think they already know. This is cool. I usually put like an engineering bay or an armory here to block this wall, but we used a supply depot and a turret. It's pretty cool, actually. The only problem I would have with this, the advantage of this is that you can lower it and run in here with Hellions. The disadvantage, I would say, is that this turret's very isolated, and a decent number of mutalists could pick it off very easily. But getting +1 flyer upgrade, so it looks like he's going to commit to more decent muta production, and getting a baneling nest in the meantime. +1 and combat shield just finished for Deth, so he's going very marine heavy. Someone likes fake boxer in this game, and yeah, combat shields are cool. I think that's one of the coolest upgrades they added to StarCraft 2. I'm gonna try and take the towers here if this Zergling comes. I think that marine's gonna be just fine, because yeah, no upgrades on the Zerglings. So. But they're going to be less fine against 5 mutalisks, unfortunately. So, mutalisks are going to fly around here, and try to. There's a Thor. I was thinking like a Thor would be mixing in a little bit of Thor action would be really good with this build. these guys? Oh, looks like I missed a little drop. Sorry about that, but you know, what are you gonna do? Missed a drop. Got a couple kills, probably on some drones. In the meantime, RootCatZ has taken his gold. Well, he hasn't taken it yet, but he's just about to. And, he's still trying to poke around with these mutalisks, but I don't think he's going to be able to get much done, especially with Goofus here. Goofus, the mutalisk, separating himself from the pack and getting shot multiple times with high ordnance missiles, but somehow living to tell the tale. Goofus, gallant. Yes, indeed. So yeah, he went a lot of mutalisks. Right now he's hitting at 16 mutalisks, and that's pretty good. Will I tell you what? Terran's gonna be glad he made that Thor in about 5 seconds. So yeah, just like I said about that turret, very easily taken out by a decent amount of mutalisks. But a lot of Marines here. He's gonna have to try and find a different angle of attack. And yeah, Thor's over here protecting the top. Actually, those mutalisks could actually take out that Thor, but by that time the Marines would show up. So a little hard for him to mute a harass right now. Terran has this Terran's pretty good at defense. Yeah, and he's got gets his a little extra turrets up right before he leaves with his Marines and Thors just to stop the muted counter attack. And yeah, Zerg sees this because he does have this watchtower. Ooh, nothing more, but he did. He's going to revert back here. He's going to hatch some banelings and try and bust this Marine ball. And one thing I really would like to see these Marines behind these Thors. Really would like to see the Marines behind the Thors. Thors are so good at absorbing baneling shots, and they also one-shot banelings when they shoot them. So, but looks like this Zerg is not quite prepared to try and fight this army. There's a Raven out as well. No, not enough damage to score a point of intro, but here comes the banelings, and got some pretty good explosions off. Trying to come in here. Good, Mike. Oh, good baneling control. Taking out a lot of Marines there. Thor's going to go down, and then the mutalisks are just going to quickly clean up the remaining Marines. So, good baneling control there. Won the day. Well, he did lose his expansion, so taking a look at the income, they're actually now pretty much tied, both on 2 base, which is typically tends to be more bad news for Zerg. He needs to get more bases up quick. But if he can come in here with these mutalisks and kill a lot of SCVs, he'll be alright. Looks like he's not going to be able to do that, but he sure is going to try. Unfortunately, Terran's macro has been pretty good. And he whipped himself up a nice little force of Marines and Thors again. And yeah, overall these mutalisks could have been other troops, I feel, and would have been much more effective. Terran's very, very well prepared against mutalisk, and he invested a lot in these mutalisks, and you know, that makes sense because they're a great unit. They're so freaking mobile, and you know, that's why Zerg players love them. But unfortunately, in this case, the money would have been better spent somewhere in like more roaches, or maybe even take a streak to ultralisk or something crazy like that. But nice stim on the Marine. Not enough banelings here. Thor does get surrounded. There is a good mix of nice Marine control there, avoiding the banelings again, and he's going to try and hatch some more, but the Thors did go down, so I don't like this naked Marine force at all. Yeah, they are stimming and only 1 medevac to heal them, so they're losing health pretty rapidly. He's going to need to go back home, or at least try and... I don't know why he pushed up so far there. I would have tried to just solidify this gold expansion, get my planetary fortress laid down there, and almost got the shots off on the banelings, but they're going to retreat. Would like to see a scan here. Killing this creep would be incredibly helpful for Terran. Here comes the banelings. Oh lord, that's so good. And yeah, the banelings can't home that time, and meters are going to come in here. There's not any Thors to shoot down. But shoot down the mutalisk. But like I said earlier, needs to kill this creep like really badly. Oh, looks like it's reverting now. Oh, that was convenient. I guess he killed one of the creep tumors. I don't know. But Zerg is taking his 3rd, or there's his 3rd. Now he's taking his 4th and his 5th. So if those are left unchecked, it's going to be really bad news for the Terran. And just continuing to produce Thors, turrets, Marines, and medevacs. Pretty good build. I like lots of Banshees, personally, in my army. because